And I'm Iris from the Netherlands.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about the United World College movement. So before we start, we're going to show you a little video.
Your eyes. Hold hands with the person next to you. Can you tell what color that person is? Can you tell what religion that person is? Can you tell what nationality that person is?
What is UWC? So, UWC is the United World Colleges, it stands for the acronym UWC. There are 13 United World Colleges in the world, everywhere from Swaziland to Hong Kong, India to Canada, pretty much everywhere in between. And what's interesting is each UWC prides itself in its diversity. Our UWC in the US campus, we have 200 students from 80 countries. People from Israel, Palestine, the US and Afghanistan all live together, sit at the same dining table, and be with each other. Now, it's a 2-year prep school, college prep school, 2 years before we go into university, and we run the International Baccalaureate Diploma program. But what was interesting is the idea of UWC. Now, Kurt Hahn, he's a German educationist, famous for the Telluride schools and Outward Bound School, and he came up with this idea. What happens if you take 200 students from pretty much everywhere in the world, put them in the same place, and let them be with each other? Give them experiential education. What would that entail? And we will try to answer that question in this presentation.
UWC strives to be a place where students not only complete high school, but also build a global community. And the question more is like, how do we build that global community?
So as Robin said, almost every single country is represented in our student body of 200 people. And there are different ways how we try to build a global community. One way is we try to learn from each other, we live with each other, and we work with each other. So, for example, one good example is the roommates. We are a boarding school, so we always live on campus, and we share a room with one other person. The interesting fact is that we can never be paired up with somebody from our own region. I would never be paired up with somebody who's also representing Europe. For example, last year I was paired up with a girl from Thailand, and this year I'm paired up with a girl from Tanzania. And from these 2 years of experience, I've experienced in Asian culture, I have experienced in African culture, and I'm letting my roommates experience in European culture. Another thing that we do together is the conflicts that we have. As Robin told, that we have Israelis, we have Palestinians, we have Afghanis, and we have Americans. But all these people, they live together, and we sit on the same table, we eat on the same table, we do the same kind of activities, and we try to let them meet each other. For example, the Israeli students, they never have met a Palestine before they came to the UWC. And when they realized that they were talking to a Palestine person, they were like, wow, this is interesting, because they're just like me. Like they just want to solve this problem as bad as I want to solve it, and they don't have any hate against us. Like with this whole community we have here, we try to make more understanding, and in that way create a global community who's aware of the problems that we have right now in the world.
This is the UWC mission statement. What's it like among all the 13 UWCs? What we strive for, our UWC makes education a force to unite peoples, nations, and cultures for peace and a sustainable future. Thank you. And this is what we strive for as collectively. And today we're going to be talking about how we take this very seriously, how we try our best to live up to these ideals. But interesting story before we begin. At the US campus, we are very serious about these ideals. In every United World College, there's a Nelson Mandela statue. Nelson Mandela is the honorary president of the United World College. And so, in 2004, the alumni came back for their summer gathering. And they stole the statue. They said that we, as a class, as a school, weren't integrating and weren't living up to the UWC ideals. 3 months later, they returned the statue to us on the condition that we, as a school, integrated and try our best to live up to these ideals. And Iris will explain to you how we try.
So at the UWC community, we have two ways how we try to live up to this UWC statement. The first one is that we have an involvement in the school community itself. As this mission statement says, we try to make education a force to create a peaceful and sustainable future. At the UWC campus, at the USA campus, our main focus is sustainability. And we try to make the classroom a place where we learn about how we do this and how we, in the future, when we grow up and when we get out into the world, can educate other people about sustainability. Another important one is constructive engagement. Every single Friday, we have global issues. During these global issues, we have speakers who come from all over the country to talk to us about global problems or global issues in the world. And while doing this, we create this open discussion floor where we try to solve these problems or come up with creations and maybe also get rid of prejudice that people have about it.
Another part that where we try to live up our UWC statement is in the larger community. Our school is located in Montezuma, and we do a lot of volunteer work in Las Vegas, the town next to us.
This is a list of all the extracurriculars and all the volunteering work we do during our school year and during the time that we are at UWC. With all these extracurriculars that we try to do, we try to share our experience, share our talents and our abilities to learn from each other and try to create this global community that we talked earlier before. Another big part of what we do at UWC is Project Week. Project Week is a week where we focus for 1 week long on a problem or an issue that we have. What I did last year, I went for 1 week long to Santa Fe and we did Habitat for Humanity. At the end of the week, the house was done and we talked with the woman who was going to live in there. And we shared our experience and we learned a lot from her, how important it was that we helped her with this house and that how we made a chance for her to be able to grow her kids up in a normal house. So these are some examples how we, at this point in UWC, in a 2-year experience, live up to our UWC statement. But it goes further than that.
So I'm going to talk about life after UWC. Now, we have pretty cool alumni. After we graduate, we try to live up to our mission statement. So we've got lots of people in non-profit, politics, government as such. And I'm going to mention 3. Now, among the alumni of the US campus was the Prince of Greece from the former Greek royal family. If you've been on Facebook, you might have heard of Farmville, or Who Has the Biggest Brain, the game. And it was created by Sebastian TheUWCMovement, a graduate from the school. And Elia Marquez, a graduate of the school who is the head of the development division in the Peace Corps in Bolivia. So everyone from royalty to video game designers to Peace Corps people. And but at the end of the day, it's just the beginning. We are here for 2 years in this school. And we try our best to live up to the mission statement. We do our extracurricular activities, our projects, and try to integrate and be with each other, but it's just the beginning. I remember the first time I went to the school, the president of the school, Lisa Darling, she came up to stage. We had a whole all-class meeting, and she said, "This is the beginning. This is a two-year beginning to a lifetime of dedication to UWC ideals. And in May 2011, when I leave those gates, the last time as a UWC student, that's what I'm going to take home with me. It's a two-year beginning to a lifetime of dedication to the UWC mission.